Ha! I am the man of the house. Hey, woman, go cook me lunch while I sit here and discuss manly stuff with the other men. And also don't let anyone see your face, or your hair, or your arms, or your eyes. You just have to walk around the village doing everything I need in life. Ha! God. I can't. Guys, listen, we need to talk about culture in a bride story. Hey guys, welcome back to Opinionated, the show where we give you opinions on the current anime or manga that we are consuming. If you'd like to find out more content like this, you can check out our video last week where we did Read Berserk Now! And if you like content like this, you should subscribe and click that bell icon because we put out new content almost every day and it's all good quality anime stuff, so subscribe. So, Bride Story. Look, I love this manga, okay? The art is amazing and it's so historically accurate. Again, the details per panel. It doesn't even have to do with the characters, like the clothes they wear, like the woodworking that's done, the animals. It's all so detailed, it's so well drawn. And there seems to be a lot of historical accuracy with very minimal inaccuracies, if any. The mangaka actually went to all these places in real life and researched all these things before actually putting them in the manga. But the only problem, I repeat, the only problem I have with this manga is that it takes this culture and romanticizes it. See, that's not a bad thing on its own. You know, you want a manga where you have some romantic elements. Well, it's a bride story, so you want to have those romantic moments. You want to have those, oh wow, they care for each other moments. But reality is a little bit different. Now, we are Indians and we don't live in the same area, but a lot of the customs are very similar, if not the same. So I think I can give a little bit of insight into this. There might be moments in the series where you're like, oh my god, that's so romantic and wow, things worked out for them. Oh, they care so much. Look at them running after each other in the middle of a desert where they might die. But don't take it at face value. The truth is, this is a society that has a lot of oppression of your own sense of self. And it also has heavy expectations on you, whether you're a man or a woman. Probably more so if you're a woman. But this can make or break people. Like sometimes people just come out stronger and become a better provider, but more often than not they become terrible people who can't handle the things that are thrown at them in life. Like for example, the women in the story have a lot of individualism and they seem to be free in most aspects, but the truth is they're just mostly oppressed. They're not really given the chance to express themselves, they're not given the chance to speak their mind, and this is addressed in the manga as well a few times, but it usually ends on a romantic note. Like take for example, Amit, her family wants her back so that they can marry her off to another person, so that they can get more land for their cattle and animals and so that they can live their life better. Sure, you might say, but Karluk's family drives them away. They protect her. Oh, such a caring family. But could you imagine that being your life? Like you're a bargaining chip and nothing more. You're just offered up to anybody who has a higher bid. And on top of that, what if you don't like the person? It doesn't matter. Tough shit. You still have to go over to another guy's house who you might not even like. You might not like their whole family. You have to slave away every day and offer up your body at night. Is that really a life that you would think is worth living? That's reality for a lot of women today. In 2021. It's not only about the women. Like the men too. Like look at Karluk. The poor kid has to learn how to fight, has to learn archery, has to put himself through so much just to get something done because he feels weak, because he feels like he can't protect his wife, and he has to do so many things that a kid his age shouldn't be worrying about. And that's the thing, it still happens today. There are a lot of expectations put on men by society in these countries. Like say for example, if you're an anime fan who wants to make videos, you're looked down upon. Okay, that's not the worst thing that could happen to a person, but the rest of the point still stands. If you want to do arts or crafts or anything in that field, if you even study arts, you're seen as a loser because you're not a doctor or a mechanic or you don't have a manly profession. You might be gay because you do arts. What? And why do they want you to become a doctor? Well, doctors and engineers earn a lot more, which means they can provide for their wife and kids much better. Well, bro, you might say, what if I don't want wife and kids? Tough luck. You don't have that choice. You just have to have a wife. You just have to have kids. That's just how life works for you. And if you dare to break out of that, you're kind of outcast. Your own family will turn against you very, very quickly. quickly. Things are improving for men and women nowadays. It's getting a little better, but this sort of stuff still happens very often. Again, nothing against the manga. I really love the manga. I really love the experience. It tells a very nice story. It goes in depth about this culture. It has some very nice characters as well, and the art is again so beautiful. But there are a few things that I just can't agree with, like the twins. The twins inviting Mr. Smith to their house as their first guest after their marriage. They're suffering in the kitchen. They don't know what to do. And their mom is just like, get your stuff together, get your act together. What will people think if you mess this up? Like, she doesn't seem to care that her daughters are going through severe stress just trying to get a meal out for their guests. But she cares more about what people are going to say about her daughters. And by extension, her and her family. Now again, nothing against this particular character either. It's very understandable where she's coming from, raised the way that she was, but her kids have to bear the brunt of that. And speaking of kids who have to bear the brunt of what their parents want, Paria, she's one of the, what would you say, different people in society. She doesn't really fit the box that people want her to be in. She desperately does not want to be in that box. But because she's outside that box, she's seen as unmarriable, she's seen as uncouth, she's seen as a liability. Like, her own parents are worried about when they can get her married, as if that's her only worth in life, which really sucks because Paria is a really cool character who can do a lot of other cool things. In the end, she does get a husband, or a suitor, who very graciously, might I say, looks past her misbehavior or her erratic behavior, as if it's something that's like a favor to do for the woman. God damn it, it's just so sad. I don't know. Just don't romanticize it, okay, guys? Like, this sort of culture is very toxic. What people say about you can literally break you inside, and it's not something that we should be doing in this world. We should just be helping people feel better about themselves, not worry about what other people are saying about them. So that's it for this episode of Hot Potato. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe if you're American or European, you might not see it the same way. Maybe you might see it as something that's just okay and something that's normal. But maybe if you're from Asia, you can really see the problems in the culture shown, because you face such things every day. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. That's it for this episode. Like, share, follow, and we shall be back next week to give you more opinions on things we're reading. Somebody's making a goddamn hammering noise again.